end of the road because you're not there yet. There, much better. So when you go out now, it's less distance to travel, which means you can go into smaller spaces. You see, like that space there could have gone, yeah. So you didn't go then. Just be patient. After the black van, yeah. Okay. So you let go of the brakes now. Okay, fine. You know what to do. Steering control. Anticipate steering. Too much anticipation, right? So this time, Maggie, what we're going to do is I'd like you to go straight on. Because normally we turn right and then left, don't we? Straight on this time. And the unit as well. So if it says keep clear, you keep it clear. I don't think you've got enough room after it. If you went there, you'd be half on into the keep clear area, and they would fail you for that on the driving test. So you keep that in mind, okay? Okay. Now as we go through this system here, it's going to be 2 lanes. This time I'd like to just take up the right-hand lane, so you can go direct into it. That's it. Because you're the lead car. And then I'd like to stay in the right-hand lane, which is, I know it's contrary to what I've taught you about getting back to the left, but there's a reason for it, you'll see later. So it's quite a sharp left-hander here, so just keep that in mind. Number 1 thing is keeping your lane. Thank you. And then it's quite a sharp right-hander up as well. And again, keeping your lane if you can, please. Nice. Straight on, please. Staying in the right-hand lane. And at the end of this lane, this single lane will divide to 2. When it does, I want you to then take up the left-hand door too. Okay? Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. You can see the division there. So just keep going. You don't need any signals or anything. Just check your mirrors, make sure nobody's doing no daft, and just head for the left lane. Try not to go into this lane over here. That's it. Then you've got a green light, so you can keep going if it's still on when you get there. Just keep going, Maggie. That's it. Green light. All the way around into the very far left lane, because you're in the left lane here, left lane there. Does that make sense as well? So left to left. And then it's straight on from here, please. So you've got your green arrow, that's a priority arrow. And at the roundabout we are turning left, and you'll find a dedicated left lane there for you. Green light, you're doing well, are you? Don't know you're managing that. So it's just the first exit. You've got a priority. Good. Okay. We're going to make our way down to the set of lights. Now when we get to the set of lights, we're going to be doing a right turn, a sharp right turn. So we're going almost back on ourselves. Now, because this is actually technically a crossroads, we're going to go to the middle, so we can go through the green lights. And we're going to position, we're going to slow down. Slow down. Are you clear to turn? So around by Nixon's Coffee. That's it. Round you go. You've got the priority. Let's just keep it going. Okay, there you go. And then straight on from here. Okay, now we've got a car park on the right. We're going to actually, there's one on the left as well. There's one on the left we're going to use. It's quiet. So we're going to slow down distance here. So we're turning left into the car park. See the car park there? Signal, please tell people. Slow as you go in. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. So round we go. side of the car park, all the bays at the end, they're the ones that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to help to get you in position. I want you to go all the way around. And do you see that big line on the edges of the car park? Imagine that's a pavement. Just look at find the pavement then. So imagine it's a pavement and I've asked you to stop at the side of the road. If you just want to go forward, almost to the end, just get yourself nice and gently, just stop your car there. Alright, handbrake and park. We'll have a quick chat about these things. Alright, good. Not a bad drive over actually. How you managed to hit all of them green lights, I don't know. Right, so this is a bay park. Let's get rid of that. And let's just clear up a few things about bay parking, okay? So bay parking, they will ask you generally to park into a bay on the left or the right, and it can be forward or reverse, okay? Now, even though they're going to specify in your test which one they want you to do, they won't specify the particular bay. So take your time, choose your bay. If you get into a car park and there's loads of cars down one end and a big clear space up the other end, and they've asked you to reverse into a bay, go to the clear space, okay? I know it sounds obvious, but you know, don't try doing it in between cars and stuff. You know, nice easy spaces, plenty of them like this. Now, when you do the reverse, I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. It's super simple, but let's just talk about what is a pass and what is a fail. Now, ideally, you're going to end up with your car in the bay nice and straight like that. That's a pass, yeah. Now, if you happen to be touching the line on the left or the right, that's still a pass, okay? It doesn't even have to be like really straight in the bay. That is still a pass, even though it's wonky like that. Let's go to the extreme. Now this, believe it or not, is still a pass. The front wheels are touching the lines on the left, the back wheels are touching the lines on the right, but as long as you're touching the line, it counts as in. Okay? For real, I had somebody pass his driving test and he actually ended up like this. And what it was is his front wheel was just touching the edge of the white line that the examiner passed him on it, because he asked it as a technical pass. Just like it would be a technical fail if, let's say, you got to a stop line and you didn't really fully stop and you went really, really slow and then went, they would still fail you for that. It would be a technical fail, so this is a technical pass. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. They can fail you for that, they can pass you for this, and they do. Now, let's say you're touching the line, right? You reversed it into the bay, you're touching the line, and you think to yourself, oh, I know, I'll just straighten it up. Don't bother, because you've already got a minor mark for being in this position anyway, and that's what you're going to get. Now, let's say you straighten it up and come back in a nice straight line, you still get a minor mark for the adjustment. So in this situation, you've got a minor mark for you touching the line, but if you do this, yes, you won't get a minor mark for touching the line, but you get a minor mark for making that adjustment. The point is once you've passed, it's passed. If you try to make an adjustment, there's a chance that you're going to blow it, you know, and you'd be really gutted. And I have seen it happen on test as well, you know, I've seen people do it, and afterwards the exam says, well, I'm sorry, you've not been successful today, but you know, when you had it in the bay, you're already in the bay, and you've made the adjustment, and you went out of the bay, and so don't do what you don't need to do, right? Right, so to get this into a bay, all we're going to do is make use of the reversing camera, and if you just want to put your foot on the brake and pop it into reverse, we'll have a look at the picture. Okay, so what you can see, because I've got you right up next to the lines, you can see the grid system, yeah? So all we're going to do is see the end line, and see that next available line there. All I want you to do, Maggie, is just bring them together so that they're lined up like that. Okay? So that will be the first thing that we do. So before you move, you need to pop your handbrake down, of course. Have a look around, make sure you're safe. Are we clear? Are we safe? Okay, so really slowly, like we did on the reversing last time. Remember I taught you to get you from the brake bit. That's it. So just let the car move backwards slightly until you line up them lines. Perfect, right. Now then, keeping your foot on the brake lightly, full lock your steering over to the left. Now, that's it, just turn your steering all the way it'll go until it won't go any further. That's it, keep going, don't worry, you're allowed. That's it. Now, like that, okay? Okay, full lock. This is the sharpest turn that you do in driving, okay? Now, I guarantee you 100% you're going to go into that bay there. So remember, check your surroundings for safety. Make sure that it's fully locked. It will give a little bit when you release the brakes. It'll take the tension outside. And remember, don't go staring at this camera. Look around as you're going, all right? So are we clear? So start moving back slowly. Okay, keep it full locked. Don't look at that. Look around. I guarantee you it's going to go in 100%, okay? You don't need to look at that reversing camera at all. Just keep it going. Let the brakes go a bit more. That's it. You've got it. That's a really good object. Keep looking around. Now, as you get more squared in, which clearly you're not yet, but then you can have a little bit of a look here, okay? And all we're going to do is when we're squared into the car park, into the bay space, you're just going to stop. But not yet. Look here. Now look here. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. You might need to just give a little bit of gas to move yourself up the hill slightly. Just a little bit of gas just to move. Just a little bit. That's it. A bit more. A bit more. Go on, a bit more. Go on. And stop. Look at that. Perfectly in the bay. Straighten the steering. And then just reverse into the bay. See the red line there? Go until that gets to the pavement. Because this is the back of your car here. Just need to give a little bit of gas to move up the hill. Because we're on a hill, it makes a difference. That's it. Go on, a bit more. Don't be afraid of it. There you go. Stop there. It's like handbrake and park. Or neutral, whichever one. That's it. You can open your door, have a look. No, leave the seatbelt on. Okay? So have a look. Nice and squared in. Look over here. Okay. So your door's not shut. That's it. So what do you reckon to that?
It's not easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, of course. If you think about it, I mean, I've spent all my career finding easy ways of doing things. If it's easy for me to teach, it's easy for you to learn, isn't it? Yeah. Works for me, works for you. Right then, so...
Is this the same even if there was a car next to you still?
So this is a good question. Now, if there was a car in the bay next to you and you wanted to go in, you would have to use a different technique. Now, I'm teaching you for this passenger driving test, and we're going to do that. I will teach you how to do the other one as well later. The only difference is that you need to be further away from the lines so that you swing around. And instead of using the camera, you would use the center of the window to line up with the line. Yeah, so you see the line like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. That's how it used to be done. If your car hasn't got a reversing camera, then you would use the center of the window to line up with a line. So as you reverse, the line comes across, and when it gets to the middle stop, full lock it over. It should just go straight in the bay as well. All right. So, but we're using this system because it's a lot more accurate, and we are allowed to use the camera. It's considered part of the car's safety system. So use it. Just don't overuse it. Right. Let's go back to the beginning. This is probably more difficult than the reversing in. So you have to make sure that you don't shoot out and go around. You need to get next to the lines, okay? So start turning as soon as you go. Slow, it's too fast. You've already got yourself out of position by letting the brakes go. You've got work to do now. You need to be over there. You see what's happened, yeah? As soon as you let this car out of your control, you're just at the mercy of gravity or whatever, are you? So you're going to need to work it. You need a bit of gas to get up the hill because you've got different dynamics to deal with. Get yourself squared up with it because you're not squared with this. Look in this mirror, you can see you're not squared up. You're kind of like an angle, like that. You need to be squared. That's it. Stop there then. So into reverse, and let's see the effects that this has had with your little leave the camera down, the handbrake down. So now you see you've got a gap between the lines and the lines here. Yeah. So it just makes it a lot harder to balance up, and all of that is because you've shot forward. So, but sometimes this happens. So let's have a go at this. Use your judgment. You try to judge it to be together. See how good you are with that. Oops, you've gone well past. You see, it's a lot harder, isn't it? Go to the next one. Remember the sort of 3D effect of the camera. There, yes. So that's kind of like in line? Yeah. All right. So full lock it from here. Keep going until it won't go anymore. That's it. Keep it full locked. Look around. Are you safe? Okay. So let's get into that bay then. Make sure full lock. Don't let it. No. You've already got yourself in trouble by letting the brakes go fully, haven't you? Yeah. Control the speed. The key to all of these maneuvers. Okay. Look around. You'll be all right. You won't know till the end whether you've got it right anyway, will you? Just keep it going now. A little bit of gas, get yourself up the hill. Okay, slower. And look here now. Stop. Straighten out your steering. That's it, and you're just going to go back in a straight line. Now, the side of the car is not where that line is. The side of the car is actually here. Okay, and the same on this side. So bit gas, move yourself up the hill. Bit more. Go on. You can do it. And stop there. Right, handbrake and park. That's it. So, yep, you're in on my side. You are touching the line on my side, but it still counts as a pass, alright? So there's no benefit to going out and making adjustments. But all of that is because when you first went, you shot forward, and by the time you caught it, you too far away. It's nowhere near as accurate as this. This is super accurate. This, not so much. And that's left reverse. What do you think of that? Alright, should we try it the opposite way, to the right? Yep. So what I'd like to do then, Maggie, is go forward and to the right and just get yourself to the edges of the bays there. Alright? No, you're not going to make the same mistake that you made last time and just shoot forward, are you? No. Control your speed. Turning as well. But at the same time. That's it, turn at the same time. Turn more. Because you've got to get yourself over there. That's it. You can do it. And take the time to get yourself into a really good start position. That's better. Yes. That's it. Keep going. Just get yourself nice and squared up. If you just look in that mirror there, you can see if you're straight. Are you straight? Stop. Wait. Because if you don't, you're just going to run out of space. Okay, into reverse then, and let's see if you've got it right. No, leave the handbrake alone. So this is better. You're not quite there, but you're not likely to make the same mistake on this one. So with the right one, it is slightly different to the left, and with this one, a little bit of overshoot is acceptable on this one because of just the dynamics of the car. Now, if you lined up the line with it, it will still work, but if you just go over by a few centimeters, that'll work even better for you. Okay? So if you want to line up your lines, good hopes, yeah. Yeah, there you go. So this time full lock. Yeah, exactly, to the right. Now if you feel that tension in the tyres, if you just release your brake slightly. Release a bit more. Grip. It's you. I'm trying to move the steering wheel, and I'm thinking it's the tyres. It's you. You've got a massive grip on the steering. Relax that grip, all right? Yeah. Okay. So let's go into that bay then. I promise you, in a car park that's not on the hill, this would be a lot easier for you as well. That's it. A bit more. Go on. A bit more. Still get it squared up. You find the side of the car's here. A bit more. Go on, Maggie. That'll do. Stop your car. That's it. Straighten out your steering. And just reverse into the brake. Where you going? That's it. So you can look at the camera, but you need to also look around, yeah? So handbrake and park. Check it out. Good. Yep. So you should be probably touching the lines there slightly or whatever. Yeah? Remember what I said, you can overshoot it a little bit on this particular one just to square yourself up a bit there. Still pass. So that is it. So that is left reverse, right reverse. There is also the forward, going forward into a bay. Super easy. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Do you want to have another go at this left or right?
We'll do another right.
Yep. Off you go then. Let's see what you can do for yourself. Yeah, that's because I'm. So always lift it. That releases the button. Okay, first lift it. That's it. Okay. What's next? Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's it. Not full locked. But also you haven't lined up your lines yet either, have you? So it takes straight back to 0. That's it. First things first. That's it there. So that's just slightly overshot. That's good actually on this particular one. Okay. That's it. That's not full lock, nowhere near. Listen, the reason it won't go, yeah, is because you've got too much pressure on the brake. That's it, full lock it. Boom, full lock it. It's too late. So if you've got your foot heavy on the braking, it's stopping the wheels turning as well, but it's nice and light. Just turn it. Okay? Look around, look around. Okay. Braking park, to whichever one. That's it. Okay, so something technical. Let's have a look then. Looks good on my side. Yeah. Alright then. Cool. Alright. Alright, so as I said, we also have the forward one. Now the forward one, there's no real technique for it. Okay, it's just a case of driving forward. If I asked you to go into that bay there next to the van, could you do it?
Yeah.
Of course you could. Now, with the forward bay park, what I suggest is, if you get the forward bay park, instead of trying to cut in like that, move out, turn, and drive in from this kind of position, yeah? The reason the forward bay park is so easy is for one reason, and that is because you are allowed to make an adjustment. So, what I'd suggest you do is try to drive in to a bay, forward, and use your judgment, like driving between two parked cars. If you don't make it, all you do is reverse out to this kind of position, back into forward gear, and just drive in like that. You're allowed. The key is that you must reverse in a straight line. Don't reverse out at an angle if you do make that adjustment. So if you want to choose a bay, apart from any of these in front of us here next to the van, you can choose any of the bays. You can go forward into one of these on here. You can go forward and round into one of them over there, one of them over there. You can go to the other side of the car park. You can forward to right or forward and like that if you want. It's completely up to you. Just choose any, but you can choose one of them over there if you want.
Yeah.
You know, whichever one you want. Just go forward and do any bay. once you've straightened in, look, straighten up your wheels, okay? So that's it. You are in. You are touching the line now. I want you to imagine though, oh dear, I'm not in. You're in 2 bays instead of 1, yeah? What would you do? What's the adjustment? Okay, so let's do that then. Let's imagine that you're not, and we'll get squared up now. Before you move, look around, and I want you to reverse out, slowly looking where you're going, and get yourself right out of the bay. A lot of people, when they try to do this adjustment, they don't go nearly back far enough. And I want you to keep going backwards until you can see that bay completely and clearly in front of you. Yep. Forward then, and drive into it, get a better position. Slightly to the right, and then work your steering, work it so it goes. That's it. Straighten it up. It's like driving between 2 parked cars, like down your street, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Much better. That's the adjustment for the forward one. What do you think? So if on your driving test they're saying to you, I do a forward bay pack, you should be thinking, oh, ka-ching, this is really good because you can make an adjustment. Do your best to get in. If it doesn't work, reverse out.
So even if if you just passed it, then there's no point changing it again.
What's that? What do you
Like if you end up with your wheels on the line.
Yeah, if the wheels are touching the line, that's fine. You're still a pass. There's no benefit to reversing out just to go back forward. Yeah, exactly. All right. So I think with the bay parking, we'll call it a day. All right, and we'll go off do some more technical driving. Okay. So we're going to get out of this car park, and I would like you to go back the way that you came in. So I'd like you to reverse to the right. Quite close, isn't it? It's only 14 degrees. We can leave that. So if you want to, I want you to be facing that way when you finish. So which way do you want the back of the car to go?
The car is right.
Yeah. So turn your steering right.
Yeah.
Same way. Okay, that's it. Just turn it. Turn your steering as you go. Whack it around. Full lock. Full lock. Look around as well. That's it. Remember, don't rely on these. Look around so you can see much more. Until your car is pointing where you want it to go, or about there. That's it. And then drive that way. Check I'll be safe. Yeah, let's go then. So over there. We'll go back the way we came. The reason for that is if you try to exit the car park this way, it's a super sharp turn to get out. Whereas this way, you're lined up, just like lining up to go forward into a bay. So as we go around here, if you imagine the exit, slow it down, slow down. Slow down, slow down. This is not slowing down, thank you. Look at your hands and cross right over to get around that slope. Imagine that's a bay. Let's line up with it like that. We're turning left here. Okay, so good positioning. Good checking. Are you clear? Keep on your side of the road. So remember, evening car parks, especially ones on hills, it will run away with you. Straight on, please. Easy enough, isn't it? And you can practice this when you've got your own car. You should work exactly the same. You don't have to come to this car park, any car park will do, and practice it to death. Yeah, I mean, seriously, don't underestimate these manoeuvres. Get them nailed down so that you want to be in a position where you ain't bothered what manoeuvre they give you on your test. It's like whatever, it doesn't matter because I can do them all. Yeah, that's the kind of mindset that you want. So straight on, please, Maggie. Straight on, please. You've got priority. That's okay. It's gonna wait. the end of the road, we are turning right. Straight on at the crossroads. road on your left. Okay. Situation. Too early. You moved out into the driving line way too early. Are you clear now? Move away. Because you moved out, don't worry about this now. He's got to wait for you because you're already here. But back there, you weren't there. You were already on the driving line, but you were too soon. Therefore, he came round and you just had to wait for him. All right? So stay on your side. You can move out in good time, but not overly too early. Okay.